Hi, I'm Steph Waring. You may know me. Hi, I'm Steph Waring. This is my channel, as you know. Right. This thing. No, my God. Bit of water. This thing ain't going to be polished. I am telling you now. If you're coming to my channel, you're probably going to see a lot of mess ups because every time I try and get out what I'm saying, I end up like tripping over my own words, and I don't want to be professional at this. I just want to be me, and I want to share what I can about what I know. I suppose that's what it is. So the channel's called Breaking the Script, and I wrote a book called Breaking the Script, and I think that's what it's about. And if you've not read my book, I'm just going to give you a brief breakdown. It's not a traditional autobiography by any sense of the imagination. Yes, it is about my life, but when I started writing, I knew I had a story to tell. And for a long time, I just go to my computer and start writing things down just to try and make sense of all the shit that I've been through in my life. But I never knew the structure or how to do it until I lost my job. So the book, Breaking the Script, is written in 6 parts. And I based it on the idea of I'll be happy when, because we're always searching for that thing that makes us happy, the moving goalposts of life. You know, like when you get there and you think, oh my God, I can fit into the jeans that I've not worn since 1982. I don't know, whatever it is. I'll be happy when I'm skinny. I'll be happy when I'm famous. I'll be happy when I'm a mother. I'll be happy when I find love. I will be happy when I'm through menopause, and I'll be happy when I'm axed. Those are the pillars, really, of the whole book. So life's not linear. It's not in a straight line. It's cycles, it's repetition, it's getting stuck, it's being entwined in something that we don't quite understand, and half the time we're trying to unpick it rather than trying to live it. We all have this imagined point where we want to get to in our lives, and we forget to live in the moment. So this channel is going to be about each of those pillars that I've just talked about. So pillar 1 is, let's break this down. Food, body and control. Now, part 1 of my book is called Dying to be Thin. So for some clarification, when I was a teenager, I nearly died from anorexia. So I talk a lot about my experiences with that, and I feel like in some ways it's never left. I think with mental illness, it's so ingrained that it's really hard to unwire all those beliefs that you made with yourself and you agreed to like so long ago, and it happens with anything. And then anorexia turned into bulimia, and bulimia is something I had for 25 years, and in my book is the first time I've ever been open and honest about it. It was a secret I kept. Only a few people in my life knew, and that would only ever be partners that I was with. Something that I really did keep from my family, and yeah, it was a really dark secret. So with the first part and the videos that I will be making, it's all going to be about food, fitness, doing it right. There's going to be no tracking, no restriction. If you are someone who has suffered from an eating disorder, then you are going to be in safe hands, because we all want to be fit, we all want to be healthy, and none of us want to have that extra fat on us. We don't. And it really pisses me off when you come out as having had an eating disorder, and then it's almost seems like you can't then be seen to be getting fit and looking after yourself. You have to kind of embrace your body as it is. I mean, I do want to have a 6-pack, and you know, I want my bum lifted off the floor, and I don't want to have cellulite, but I want to do it in a healthy way, and I don't want to keep restricting anymore, which I have luckily been able to do in the last couple of years. For transparency, I'm about 6 years free from bulimia. Yay! That wasn't easy to do. When something's had a grip on you for 25 years, trust me, that is not easy to just stop doing. So if you're someone who's living with that, then I hope that you find some comfort in this channel, and if there's any way that I can help with some of my videos, then I will be there for you. So I'm going to be tracking what I'm doing, my fitness journey. I do not do what I eat in the days. I will throw some recipes out there, maybe some of the food that I'm eating, but everybody's calorie needs are different. Everybody's food looks different. I don't believe in looking at somebody else's life and trying to copy them. You know, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. I think strength training is great for you, especially if you're in midlife. We want to grow some muscle and basically keep our metabolisms good and high. So pillar 2 is all about career and purpose. So in my book, part 2 was about my acting career and just the experiences that I had when I first got Hollyoaks, putting myself through drama school after being anorexic, then getting Hollyoaks, and it just changing my life completely, leaving the first time and doing many other shows across the board, going to Australia, filming in Sydney, which was probably the best time of my life. And working out on some incredible things until going back to Hollyoaks eventually. So that's pillar 2. Part 3 is all about love, relationships and chasing the butterflies, because it all begins with that one bloody butterfly. As soon as you catch it, that's it. You are chasing them forever. So yes, we're going to talk a lot about relationships and what we put ourselves through for them and the validation we seek and putting people on pedestals and sometimes giving too much of yourself when you don't need to. So yeah, what's love got to do with it is what part 3 is called in my book. What's love got to do with it? Fucking everything. That's what it's got to do with it. Anyway, sorry for swearing. So pillar 4 is motherhood. So I'm a mum of 2. My eldest is 21 this year and my youngest is 15 and she'll be 16 this year. And so I've been through it all. I've been through the beginning, and in my book I talk more about the trauma that I had when both of my kids were born, and I got an anxiety disorder, so it was more of a mother interrupted kind of thing. So I will be talking about that on my channel as well, because I do think a lot of mothers probably suffer with the same kind of afflictions and don't talk about it. They think it's postnatal depression when it's actually not. It's something else. I'm not saying postnatal depression. Let me just rewind. I had an anxiety disorder that was mistaken for postnatal depression, and it wasn't. So I will talk a bit about that, but also what it's like to be a mother of teenagers. Now, part 5 is about menopause. And what the f*** is perimenopause? No one ever told me. When I was 43 and I got blood tests done and I just saw perimenopause at the top of the bloody page, I was like, is that? No one's ever told me. It's only been this last couple of years that people have gone, oh, menopause, because Davina McCall did a bloody documentary about it and made us all open our eyes, and now everyone's banging on about it, which is bloody brilliant. But I have got a bit of a soapbox to get on with that, because it's not a one size fits all approach and everybody's different with that. So I want to talk about my experiences, how it can really affect relationships, because I just started seeing my other half, Tom, which you will probably meet on here, when I was diagnosed and when we first got together. And it honestly, our second year together was hell. And I wrote about that in my book as well. So then what's part 6? Have I done 5? That's 4, yeah, 5. So part 6 is the breaking your script. It's rewriting your life. It's rewriting the patterns that you have put in place for yourself your whole life. It's rewriting your movie, so you don't keep playing the same track over and over again. We want to build new track. So each video is going to have its different pillar. And hopefully be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll do part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, 5, 6 on a rotation. So that's what this is going to be. I'm so excited, and I really do want to build a community here, and hopefully break your scripts too. So yeah, let's do this. Very excited. I just hope I don't procrastinate and not show up. I'm going to show up. I made a commitment to show up. But we all do that, don't we? The fear sets in. We sit in our comfort zones, and, we'd rather sit there than try something new and just see what happens. So I hope you all love it, and I can't wait to meet you all. See you soon.